been trapped inside my kitchen. Minute might have to wait. Sore throat, band-aid, recognition, dissipation, everything. Can't really tell, but I hope it's not singular. Not really sure, but I know that my body hurts. Now without all the stories you said to me, how's it now turn into 2023? But I hope it's not singular. Not really sure, but I know that my body hurts. Now I doubt all the stories are said to me. How did now turn into 2023?
You are listening to the award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM Harper Radio, broadcasting from the Harper College campus in Palatine, Illinois. You are listening to Streaming Verse with Chris and Nina. Quick reminder before we get started, the thoughts and ideas presented on this show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees.
Excellent job.
Thank you. It's been a while.
It has.
I don't know why.
Yeah, even though we had a new show last week.
We did.
We put the effort in, put the work in. Good for us.
Good for you.
No, we recorded it. That was
Okay, well.
you know it was team effort.
Sure,
Unfortunately, you're even going to have to give Deegan credit.
No, not Deegan.
Deegan needs credit for actually being there, getting that camera going.
No, he just I'll tell you after the show. I don't know how to explain it.
And we have fun toys tonight.
We
So
do.
if you want to see us and our fun toys, head over to YouTube Live and search for the Harper Radio channel. Well, you'll see us playing with our lightsaber chopsticks. Apparently chopsticks has become a theme that I cannot let go of.
It's
So-
amazing. I am so here for it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That's what I was doing. I was playing charades with my musical theater class, and I had the clues on Post-it notes, and I was picking them up with the.
So you've gotten
Chopstick.
so good you can pick up paper?
Well,
Or
Monday evening I was relatively good at it.
okay.
But I don't think
It changes
it
day by
changes
day.
Day by day, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, these are very cool. I was
Yeah.
very happy to find these. If you too would like glowing, colorful lightsaber chopsticks, look on Amazon. There's a million different kinds. You can get anything on Amazon. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just it's like if you have a thought,
Yeah.
but then you have to figure out how to search for it. That's actually a streaming topic now that I think about it.
True.
Best way to find things on Amazon. Sometimes you have to leave Amazon, search it, then go back into there when you get the right keywords.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Chris for getting the entire Streamingverse team
yes.
these chopsticks.
If you're a member of the Streamingverse production crew, you now have lightsaber chopsticks.
They sound so good. I just love that. ASMR. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. And now we will get the chopsticks and warm them up.
Oh my gosh. Not ASMR.
So what have you been watching?
Okay, so oh yeah, the camera is on me. I don't know what's going on. I've watched a lot because it has been a couple weeks. Because last
Yes.
week we didn't talk about what we watched. But of course I couldn't remember any of it. So this is like what I've watched recently.
Okay.
It wasn't last night, it was the night before. I watched Spirited, which is on Apple TV Plus. It's Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Did you watch it too?
I have not watched it, but I wanted to bring it. There's two things I brought up as I really want to see it, and I'm so happy to hear you saw it.
Yeah.
Especially when I heard that it was written, the music was written by the same person who did Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, yeah.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm really happy you saw it. But continue.
Yeah. No, I didn't know it was a musical until it started, so I was kind of like, hello, Will Ferrell is singing. But it was really cute. It was such a good, like, idea. I didn't, of course, I didn't realize it at first, like, what was happening. Because I watched the trailer once and was kind of, like, half listening to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my brother wanted to watch it. So, it's such a cute storyline. And it was so good. Like, Ryan Reynolds is hilarious. And it was, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I wrote it down not because I'd seen it, but because I was super excited.
It's
Yeah,
worth it.
so I do want to see that one too.
Yeah.
So it's like a new twist on A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, which I had no idea going into it that was what it's going to be about. So someone was like, Mr. Marley, and I was like, Jacob. And my dad was like, I don't know. And then someone said like, hey, Jake. And I was like, I knew it. And then I felt like a genius for like 5 seconds.
And your dad should know because we discussed A Muppet's Christmas Carol on the show, which is the same plot line.
No, he knew who I was referring to.
Oh, he didn't know if
just
it would
didn't know
be.
if
Yes,
the movie, yeah.
gotcha. Okay, all right. We'll let him slide.
Okay.
So other than things, I wrote down two things actually that I haven't seen, just
Ooh.
in case we needed to talk about them.
All right.
But what I have seen is The Devil's Hour, which is on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And it is not anything Halloween-y to a degree. Because at first I'm like, devil, I don't want to see the devil.
Right.
I wasn't in the mood. The Devil's Hour refers more to the time of night one of the main characters in the movie, the limited series wake. It's not even a limited series. What am I saying?
What is it?
It's a series,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
going to come back. It's going to have a season 2. So limited means just one season, so it'll be
Right.
back. Anyway, it's not a devil. It's a time of night that she wakes up. Is
Oh.
the Devil's Hour.
Isn't that like 3 a.m.?
Yes, and she wakes up at 3:33 a.m.
Do you know how I know that?
How?
Okay. It's a really funny story for everyone except for my mother. So they watched some movie that was like the main premise about it
Mm-hmm.
when they were dating, when my parents were first dating. And my dad, I don't think he did this, but my dad thought it, because my mom like doesn't like scary movies.
Okay.
He thought it would be funny to at 3 a.m. go on the roof and like tap on her window. I think I could be getting the story completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was like in his mind. And my mom was like, no, I would have dumped you then and there
Yeah.
if you had done that. So
That's scary.
yeah.
That is super scary. Like
I-
now, especially now, if somebody did that,
Oh
it'd
my
be like,
God.
oh no, no.
No.
You're gone. I love the way
It's
you're
over.
using the chopsticks to hit the buttons. Like,
Well,
I know, I need to
am I
need to remember
supposed
these.
to do something? Yeah, no, yeah. This is I'm having way too much fun with these. I don't know if you saw it, but it was really advanced. I used the slider.
Oh, look at you and your dexterity's getting all up
I
there.
know.
What else have you been watching the past couple weeks?
Oh, Guardians. Yeah, see, now I'm so distracted with what's in my hand, I don't remember what's going on. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Yeah. What?
No. You go.
Okay, sorry, I'm like all over the place right now. I didn't know much about it because it's a holiday special and I'm not like a very big Christmas person. But it was so cute. It was adorable. And it's only 45 minutes. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. And especially because like the main characters that it revolved around were Mantis and Drax, who are hilarious because they're just so like, I mean, it's Drax the Destroyer.
Right.
And Mantis, who can like read minds and just like, she can just touch you and just go sleep and then knock people out. So it's really funny. I really enjoyed it.
That reminds me, as soon as you said you didn't like Christmas, and I didn't watch it in the past 2 weeks. I mean, in the past week, but I watched Happiest Season.
Yeah.
Which is so cute.
It's such a good movie.
And that's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kristen Stewart and someone else who is really good. I don't know her name. But she was in 'Halt and Catch Fire. And she was in The Martian.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day.
I still don't know her name. Didn't look it up. And I'm going to sneak in another one because this one actually kind of reminded me of you. I've only seen the first episode, Wednesday, on Netflix.
Oh my God. I want to watch that so bad, but so many people all my life have been like, you're Wednesday.
So here's the funny part. You are not like this person. So Wednesday gets this roommate. So Wednesday's like, actually goes, she is monochrome. Which I thought was so funny. Funniest line in the first episode so far was, she is monochrome. So Wednesday basically dresses in black all the time, right? Or black and white or grayscale, who knows. And she gets this roommate who is like she threw up a rainbow. So
Wicked.
even though I don't think you're like the roommate, but she's kind of just like sweet. She's a very sweet person, the roommate, and very colorful.
Yeah.
Trust me, she's way too peppy and cheerful to actually be really you.
Yeah.
But she reminds me more of you for some reason.
That's so weird.
But yet, don't get me wrong, I could see how why people would say you'd be Wednesday. Don't.
Yeah. It's just so weird because no one's even... When Peppy is in a sentence, I am nowhere near it.
Well, maybe it's because you're peppy on the show.
I mean, I can be peppy when I want to.
Right.
When I teach little kids, I have to be peppy. Yep. But if you see me and I'm not at a Taylor Swift concert or on the radio show, I'm
So maybe you're both of them.
Maybe I am.
Maybe both Wednesday and her roommate, whose name I don't know because I'm on episode 1, combined is you.
Interesting. I will have to watch it and find out.
That could be a whole movie too. Like a whole movie about two people, and at the end you find out they're really that same person. Just like there was a
Taylor
movie...
Swift's anti-hero music video? Hello?
What else have you been watching?
Okay. Disenchanted. I don't know if I've said anything about this. I genuinely could have and just forgotten about it. I think I did. I really think I did.
What'd you forget?
That I think I said something about it and I forgot that I said something about it. Well, it was good. Anyways, we need to take a quick break.
Alrighty.
We will be right back with Streaming Verse. Stay tuned to WHCM. I need to put down my chopsticks for this one. I got this.
Too much going on over there?
So much.
Well, hi there, people of the Earth. My name is Richie, and I am a space and time traveler that has come to this little planet for one purpose only: to fill your day with good vibes, which is why I created the Group Machine, a device that can stimulate the human brain in order to cause feelings of joy and euphoria. So come check out my show Richie's Group Machine every Friday at 5 p.m. at WHCM 88.3 FM or harperradio.com.
Next Thursday, you will be caught in an extreme flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at ready.gov/plan. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Streaming Verse with Chris and Nina. Quick reminder, yep, that's the word. Before we get started, the thoughts and ideas presented on this show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. Again, you can watch us live on YouTube and catch up on episodes you've missed by going to the Harper Radio channel. And you can see our awesome lightsabers.
I don't mean to distract you while I'm distracting
No,
myself and
I
playing
love
with
it.
my chopsticks.
I love it so much. Okay, so today... Oh, I thought they were the same color. I was like, no way. No, they're not. They're close, but they're not.
They're close.
They're pretty cool. Okay, anyways. We are going to talk about some celebrity guest host cameo appearances. There's like 7 different names for the same thing I'm trying to go at here.
Yeah, guest star.
Yeah.
Guest and a star.
Yeah, 2 different things.
Yes. Well, but also, yeah. So anyone can be a guest on a show.
Right.
But to be a guest star means that they're hoping that more people will tune in.
That's true.
Yeah, it's interesting the types of guest stars that people have done and why they're doing them
Yeah.
and who are they trying to appeal to. In fact, I
Right.
had an epiphany while doing this assignment.
Really?
Yes, I had a guest star epiphany. Would you like to hear
Yeah,
it?
would you like to share?
So, years ago, whenever, and I forget, I think it was around 2004, 2005, whenever Veronica Mars used to be on.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like, that's,
I think so.
yeah, sounds right. Yeah, it
'Cause I
wouldn't have
never
been
saw it.
2014 because you would have at least
Yeah, 'cause
been
I
in
w-
your wheelhouse then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like around 2004, 2006, Veronica Mars was on, who of course starred the lovely Kristen Bell,
I love her.
who is awesome. And one time, Paris Hilton was a guest star in the show. She was actually in a couple episodes.
Okay.
But she was Paris Hilton when she was the reality star. Like, I don't know if you know, she's changed her voice. Like, when she was on, I'm not trying to get into character, when she was on the reality show and then when she did Veronica Mars, she was more or less like, like, yeah, that's like her voice.
No.
Yeah, what she's not a Valley girl, so I'm trying to think of words she uses, but
Yeah.
that's just not cool. Like, that's the way she talks. She actually talks like a human being now. Anyway,
Oh, boy.
but at the time she was on, I was like, why would they have her on? She's just a reality show person. And in doing the assignment, I really got into, wow, reality stars become the thing now. Reality stars, how people are getting known. Like, she was just the beginning of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so back then, me thinking that really wasn't strange because
Right.
it wasn't a common thing for reality stars because they were new. It was still
Oh.
coming off the ground, the whole reality thing. But she also had money too, you know. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting. It's like, wow, you know, I thought that way back then, and now if I saw it, I wouldn't think twice.
Right. Yeah, that
I
is
wouldn't know him
interesting.
either, but I wouldn't think
Right.
twice.
Yeah. Who is this?
I have no idea who that is. Yeah, apparently, Kris Jenner. Is she? Yeah, she's Kris Jenner, not Kris Kardashian, the mom from the Kardashians.
Oh, I
Because
think so.
Yeah, she was on some show too, and I was like,
I
oh,
think
I
they were on
actually
the
saw
same-
that, and I don't even remember being her because I wouldn't have known it.
Right.
I only knew Paris Hilton because she was in your face.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many commercials. It was everywhere. Very effective talking
It
with the
really is.
lightsaber.
For my final speech project, I think this is going to be my visual aid.
Like a runway. Listen to me. Come this way. Now pay attention over here.
And slideshow.
So, what else? I just wanted. That was just my epiphany
Yeah,
about
no, that's really interesting.
reality stars.
Yeah. Because I guess, I mean, the first TV shows I watched were like Disney Channel shows, you know, like
Yeah.
first real TV shows. So like they didn't have any like Kim Kardashian shows up, to my knowledge.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't think at that point either they would have related. Like they would have been like, no.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think. I hope Disney won't relate with some of these reality stars, but yeah. I don't know. Okay, so my list has to start, and this is very predictable. It's going to start with Taylor Swift, of course. She guest appearance? New Girl, which was one of my personal favorites because she's in it for like 5 seconds. But she was
Wow.
a fan of the show, and the writer of the show, was a giant fan of Taylor. So I guess the creator of the show had to like go in a separate room when Taylor was on set and just like
Oh.
prepare herself
Yes.
because she was freaking out, and I was like, me. She was also on Law and Order. She was, I feel like, a victim. She was definitely a victim.
That's
on Law
weird. I
and
don't
Order.
remember seeing her on Law and Order. I mean, I
Yeah.
stopped watching it a while ago, but
I it was when she had real curly long hair, long time ago.
was she a fan of that too? Yes, she
Yeah.
was Olivia Benson. Of course,
I'm proud of you, Chris. She was also on an episode of Phineas and Ferb, which is my favorite because I think it's so funny because that's a cartoon. But she was there as like herself. They didn't make a cartoon Taylor Swift. No, she was
It's
just
just
there.
her.
And it's really funny.
That's awesome. I think it's nice too when they do it because it's their show. They're all watching it.
Right.
Which I have an example of that, but we're going to go to one of my favorite ones from my childhood.
Yes.
Even though it was in reruns when I saw it. Davy Jones was on the Brady Bunch, and I still, and again, I'm a Monkees fan. I'm actually technically too young to have been a fan when they were mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Davy Jones was on the Brady Bunch, it was probably in reruns at that point too, that I
Yeah.
remember it. And but I was still giddy, kind of like you with Taylor Swift probably, because it was like, that's Davy Jones.
Yeah.
It's Davy Jones. And of course that was Marsha too, because Marsha was the big Davy Jones fan. He had a
Oh.
solo career.
Okay.
So he was on the show and he comes in and then he kisses her cheek. She's like, I'm never going to wash this cheek. I'm never going to wash it.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
But I still remember, I still can picture the scene where he walks in,
That's amazing.
which is crazy. It's just like, but
That's
it's
so
Davy
funny.
Jones. And I think it's because also too, back then, like when I saw it, things didn't repeat. I mean, you had
Okay, yeah,
reruns,
yeah.
but you can go find anything now. Like if I want to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
that scene, I can go watch it 8,000 times right now. So if I see stuff on TV now, even I might go, that's cool. I don't know if I would commit it to memory the way
Right.
I did before.
Oh yeah.
You watched New Girl though on streaming though, probably,
Yeah.
right? You didn't watch it the first time around, yeah. Because if you had seen it the first time, that was before streaming is what streaming is now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Taylor, so I know you probably committed that to memory.
Oh yeah. And I had seen the scene. Oh, hello. Beforehand because I've watched Taylor and everything, and because I'm not gonna watch 10 seasons of Law and Order just to see Taylor.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would. That is something I would do, but at the time I wasn't gonna do that. So I've just seen the clips that she's in of all these things. So I saw that, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's New Girl. So when I started watching New Girl, I didn't even oh, Taylor
Oh,
Swift's in an
wow.
episode. So then she just pops up out of nowhere, and I'm like, Taylor? And then I had to and I was like, oh my God. And it was so hey, I was so
Then
excited.
I should like this show. Is that why you then started watching all the shows, or you already were into that?
No, I was already into
Okay.
New Girl. Yeah. But yeah, that one got me. Another New Girl is Prince, which was his first, I learned this today as well, his first sitcom appearance was on New Girl. I guess he was a fan of the show, same thing, and I don't know who reached out, but I mean, why would you, in my mind, someone who's never been on a sitcom like that, why would you think to even, reach out to someone like
Yeah.
Prince, you
Yeah.
know? That's
Or how did you find out he liked it?
Right.
Like, what word of mouth thing happened?
Yeah.
You found out.
Right. And it's so, like, it takes place at his house and, like, because he would have parties all the time. I know so much about Prince because my mom loves him. He would have parties all the time and play ping pong, and, like, they integrated all of that into the episode, so it's really cute.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
very cool.
That's a favorite. Oof.
One of the ones I actually thought this was very cool. So you assume, like you're talking about, people are a fan of the show if they're going to be a guest star on the show.
Right.
And Big Bang Theory had Stephen Hawking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I always thought was so cool. When I saw him, I mean, I think I was more starstruck by Stephen Hawking than I would be by a ton of actors and stuff.
Yeah.
And just the fact that they had it, he was funny on the show. Like,
he was very funny.
Yes, yeah, he was funny, and then they had and you know they had him like get a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure they loaded his stuff ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or cut it, like, because it does take him a while to type everything out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always thought that was so cool that they had him on the
That's
show.
So cool.
Yeah, and there were a lot of famous people, but Big Bang Theory was so geek and so tech that to get some of these people, you know, on the show was awesome. And it's funny because I remember one time reading about it, the actors, they in general weren't geeks and had no clue
what they were talking about.
Right, because I still remember the toaster scene that I thought was hilarious. Even my son was like, what? And it's like, it's a toast. Because, do you know about the toaster?
No.
Okay, so there's a show called Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, I know. Yep.
Okay, and the robots, androids, like in the original one, they definitely were robots, but they're called Cylons. And then in the second series that they made more recently, they looked like people. But in the original ones, they were Cylons and they were like robots, but they called them toasters.
Oh, God.
So on the toaster that Sheldon's making toast on, you see a Cylon.
Nice.
And so he's making toast and you just see a Cylon on it. That's it, the whole joke. So unless you knew, they didn't reference it, they didn't make a big deal. But anyone who was a Battlestar Galactica fan saw that and was hysterical. Maybe that's a guest star. There was a Cylon on the Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I love that hidden stuff like that. And
Yes.
half the actors probably had no idea.
Right, exactly. They probably had no clue. You're just like, okay, I'm making toast. I have no idea why. This is going to be a big deal. And of course, all of us people who are the geeks are like, yeah, that was awesome.
That's amazing. I know that from, I know of Battlestar Galactica because of The Office. Because Dwight's like, Bear beat Battlestar Galactica. So,
yeah, Dwight's one of our people.
I love Dwight. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one is absolutely ridiculous. And as I was watching it, at the time I was like, yeah, this is so ridiculous, but I just have to bring it up. This is on two separate times, might I add.
Okay.
Like separate. They did not go together. Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth were both on Glee.
Yes. I remember that.
Yep. And Idina Menzel played Rachel Berry's mother. And it was so weird. But, yeah, I just had to include that because I just saw Wicked and I'm obsessed.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I can't imagine having seen those two in Wicked.
Oh my God. Like, how do you even go on about your day?
No, I think I was overwhelmed as it was seeing Wicked, but seeing them
Oh my God.
with their voices.
Yeah. No, I would have just stayed in the seat and been like, I don't know what to do anymore.
Right,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, my life is complete.
Yeah, that's it. All I need. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, it's time to take a quick break. So we will be right back. Stay tuned to WHCM for more streaming verse.
Jesse Ewan of Speed Babes. You're listening to WHCM 88.3 Palatine, Illinois, a a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees.
This is Seth from Self-Loathing, and you're listening to WHCM 88.3 FM, coming at you from Harper College in Palatine, Illinois. Nice place. I know. I've been there.
It is racing. I have the jitters. I can't even sit still. But I feel amazing. Hyped on coffee. Have you been hyped on coffee? It gets you up in the morning.
Maybe that's what we need, more coffee before the show.
Based off of what just happened, I don't think so. We're like Yep.
Oh, it doesn't have enough weight on it.
I was like, can you twirl it?
I have to practice this and see if I can. I can
Yeah.
twirl.
I can't.
I think this is too small. I'm not super good at it. I do have a baton.
You do.
So
Why did I not know this about you?
so weird things that I've held on to in my lifetime.
Oh, baton.
So I think it was my sister bought it for me. She bought a baton for herself and me, and I forget what she got for my brother. And why am I playing with this thing so much? So we were kids. Like if I was more than 8, I don't think I was even more than 8. And the funny part is that when I would twirl mine, the bulb on top would go flying. It still does, so I can't really twirl it. And the reason I kept it is because I have a chest, and when you open it, I can prop it open. That's part of the reason I kept it. It's not like I've kept this baton, but whenever I open the chest, of course, the first thing I do is I practice spinning the baton and, going through my finger. I can't do it with this because you really need that weight of the top to get the momentum going.
I can't do it in general, so I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, it's not super easy. But, yeah, the weight helps.
Yeah, because what would happen is I'd drop it on this, and then, the mics would go out, and we'd just...
bad things would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about?
We were talking about guest stars, and I've got a fun one.
Ooh. Oh, so do I. You go first.
Do you want to go?
No, you
All right,
go.
so Friends used to have a ton of guest stars.
Yes.
And there's so many I can't even name all of them.
Yes.
I always remember Brad Pitt because I don't think I realized at the time he was married to Jennifer Aniston.
And he was, in charge of the I Hate Rachel Club
Yes.
at the time on the show.
But also, and he was so funny.
Yeah.
He is so funny. I also remember that's when I also learned that he didn't shower very often, and he was kind of greasy looking in that. I always remember that going, he's very greasy looking in this episode. But Bruce Willis was on it too.
Okay.
And Giovanni Ribisi, who others might not have thought he was a star at that time. You know Giovanni Ribisi is. Giovanni Ribisi. Sneaky Pete you probably haven't seen. He was, did you ever watch any episodes of Friends?
Oh, yeah.
Phoebe's brother.
Oh, yeah.
And I have liked him as an actor ever since he was a kid, because he used to be on a show called My Two Dads, where he liked the girl who had two dads.
Cool.
And I've liked him ever since he was a kid, which is just good actor stuff.
Yeah.
Not, now he's just very cool. He's just like one of those people. I think he's been guest starring, since he was 10, because he was just such a cool person.
No, he's really funny in Friends. I've seen Friends 20 times through.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's
So
who
much.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one who he carries the baby for.
Yeah.
Whose wife, who she's Phoebe's carrying the babies for, is the mom on the 70s show. And they're coming out with the 90s show now. Same parents, but in the 90s. I don't know who's coming over to the house, though. I don't know if it's grandkids. I don't know if it's...
Interesting.
Yeah, that 70s show, though, yeah. It's now going to be the 90s show.
Very interesting.
Same
I
parents.
did not know about that.
Yes. Weird stream of consciousness on the air there.
Oh my god. I have so much of that right now. As I'm Okay. I did not realize this until I realized it. Yeah, great sentence, Nina.
I did not know until I knew.
It's almost finals week. It's gone. Tessa Thompson, who is King Valkyrie in Thor, aka the love of my life, one of them, plays Weber's niece in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I
she's-
didn't know that.
Yeah, so she's only on it for a couple episodes because she's like a patient, and I can't remember the storyline because there's a lot of Grey's Anatomy storylines. But yeah, I was like, King Valkyrie, what are you doing?
I have to check because I think if she is who I think she is, I'll tell you where I know her from. I think
Okay.
that's her. I think that's the right name.
She's in a lot of stuff.
Veronica Mars.
Is she really?
Yes. And so every time I see her, I'm like, Veronica Mars. Yeah, she started out as a rich snob friend of Veronica. No, I'm not friend of Veronica's, but a rich snob. Dates
my God.
Veronica's friend Willis, and then they kind of become frenemies.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So where they're friends, but they're no. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
so whenever I see her, I always think Veronica Mars.
That's so funny because everything I've seen her in, I mean, like the Thor movies and stuff, she's like super serious and just like.
Yeah.
Just-
Well, she's serious in Veronica Mars too.
Okay.
But yeah, Veronica Mars isn't funny.
Really?
No.
I
Kristen Bell is funny.
well, Kristen Bell is
But
everything.
yeah, no, Veronica Mars is basically, she's in high school and solving, like, she's a private investigator.
Oh my God, Jessica Jones.
Yeah. Without
Why?
the drinking.
Oh. Why have I not watched this yet? I don't.
I am baffled because female heroine,
That's
Tessa
enough to get me.
Thompson,
Kristen Bell.
and Paris Hilton guest starring.
I really don't know what Paris Hilton looks like.
Be good. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. She's only in like a couple episodes of the very first season. That's it. She's gone. Thank goodness.
She's the kind of celebrity that I know their name, but I don't think I could be like, oh, that's Paris Hilton. I just
Yeah.
associate the name with money.
Yes. Yeah. That makes sense.
It just
They have
sounds like
lots of it.
Yeah.
Yes, she is the hotel heiress. And she's got frozen eggs, I've learned on TMZ. Bring it back around. TMZ.
No.
I know you don't like it, but I've told you there's a couple people on there now who are very pro Taylor Swift.
Yeah, which I don't not like it because of with that English because of Taylor Swift. But because of the Twitter account, I now get notifications from TMZ because you must have it turned on for the streaming of
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, this is funny. All right, we're going to take a sidebar here
Yeah.
on social media.
Okay.
I have decided, because I have access to enough social media things,
Yeah.
you know, the radio station, our thing,
Yeah.
mine. I think, like, that if it's on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they start mixing up. So I'm
Oh, yeah.
pretty sure that someone else who has access to, like, the station TM, Twitter account,
Mm-hmm.
I see stuff that they're looking at. I am convinced of this.
Oh my gosh.
Because so it makes me very conscious of what I look at. Not that I do anything bad.
Right.
I mean, I don't do anything at all, really. But I might go down a rabbit hole of, I want to cut my hair and I want it to be purple. And it's like, don't look anywhere on Twitter for that because
Oh
someone else is going
my
to see it.
gosh.
I am convinced, because you're right. On my phone, I probably do look at TMZ. I don't know if we follow it, but I definitely follow it on one of my
Yeah.
accounts. And I'm sure that I get my notifications sometimes, and I go to Twitter, and I might not necessarily go to my account, but I do look at on our account.
It's
Yes.
it's just so funny to me because every once in a while I'll check my phone and I'll be like, TMZ? what? And then I'll read it, and then I'll have to click on it, and then it's like streaming verse.
It's addictive. It's addictive.
Yeah, and then I start reading, and then I'm like, oh my god. There I
TMZ
go.
is addictive if you let it be.
Yeah, that's true.
I really do. Like, that is one of my goal holidays, is to go to Los Angeles and go on the tour. I'm not joking.
There's a tour?
Yes. Yep, there's a bus tour. And famous people will get on it every once in a while. Like, they'll see a famous person every once in a while, and they'll go, hey, come on board. And they come on, and we'll say hi to people sometimes.
Oh, my God.
It is the geekiest thing, and I want to go on their tour so bad.
I didn't know that they had one of those. Because
Yeah.
I know the bus tours exist, but I didn't know that they had one.
Mhm. They used to have one in New York, but that didn't
Oh.
last long. I don't know if it was a pandemic timing or whatever, but they had one in New York, too, for a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. TMZ stands for 30-mile zone around, like, some center point in Los Angeles.
Oh, my God.
I know way too much. I think in another life, it would have been my goal to work there.
Yeah. You still can.
Still can. Woo-hoo. All right, back to guest
Yeah.
stars.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right, so this is a weird one. A friend of mine mentioned this to me.
Mhm.
There used to be a show back in the olden days called The Love Boat.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Love boat.
I know, but I had to say it that way because even I'm like, that is such an old show. But here's where it was cool. Oh my gosh, these things are so
I know.
distracting. I should like have these at work because I think just having them at my desk, I haven't done this yet, would make me feel better about, make me laugh like that I was doing all this. So in The Love Boat, it used to be stars that people used to be movie stars, sometimes would be guest stars because The Love Boat is, do you know the premise of it?
No.
The whole premise of The Love Boat is that you come on the cruise and only reoccurring characters are the people who work on the ship. Everyone else is a reoccurring guest because it's just for that cruise.
Oh.
Yeah. So like Betty White was on The Love Boat. So she was
Nice.
one of them. And then other people from that day and age in movies would be guests on the show. And there's another show called The Real Love Boat, but it's another reality show. So that doesn't
Okay.
count. So I've decided that they should have another Love Boat
Yeah.
reboot, but make it so that people could have fun and come on, like famous people could come on like, oh, you know what, I'm not doing anything for right now. I'm between sitcoms.
Yeah.
I'll go on The Love Boat
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
and have a new series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, even though it was like on Saturday night, so I had no life in high school. I was watching them.
Neither did I. You say that like I did.
I assume everyone did but me.
No.
Yeah. But it's a show that was like, riddled with guests and guest stars.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's another one that I've decided we should reboot.
Yeah.
We got Darlene the
let's
Bee,
do it. Yeah.
and we got a Love Boat reboot.
Yeah. My dad once said that when he retires, he would like to learn how to drive a boat.
Yeah, Captain.
Yeah, captain a boat.
Captain.
So there we go.
So there we go. So he can either do a real one or be in our show.
yeah. Choose.
I think he'd like either. I
Honestly?
suspect, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, another one that I don't really... It's not a TV show, so that's where it gets a little tricky. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know what it's considered. But Chris Evans in Free Guy... I know we just talked about this, but Jodie Comer is in Free Guy, which is why I watched it. But again, it's a Ryan Reynolds movie. And at the very, very end, he makes like a cameo in a coffee shop, and it's so funny to me. He's in it for 5 seconds, but it made the movie.
I say
mean,
that counts. Because he wasn't in the movie.
No.
He did a cameo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking,
And I can't remember who it is. You might know off the top of your head. If Deegan was watching, he'd know. The person... Remember, did you watch Deadpool 2?
yes.
And he interviews all those people to be part of his crew. And there's the one who's invisible. Is that Brad Pitt? Until one moment he's not invisible and we see him.
It's been a while.
I forget who that is. If someone is watching on YouTube Live, Harper Radio channel. Tell us who that is. I don't know how to quickly look that up, but yeah, it was the same thing. It's a cameo.
Yeah.
Because it's whoever this person was, they were invisible the whole time until they
So
died.
funny.
So they knew they were going to die, so it was just so funny to see them.
Oh my gosh.
Which makes me think it was Brad Pitt just because he's funny, but it might not have been him. What?
You didn't hear that? My dad just tried to call me.
Oh. Dan, do you not know where your daughter is right now?
He dropped me off, so...
Are you ready to go yet? No, I'm still on the air.
Yeah, what did he... Oh, he just texted me. He said, yes, Brad Pitt.
Maybe he wanted to be on the air again. That was it.
Yes.
He missed being on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
so
my
that was really
God.
funny. And that was Brad Pitt would be a guest star in that situation too, I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
He said, sorry, I tried to text. It was a good try, Dad. It was a good try.
So did you guys get your chopsticks in yet?
No, not yet. I'm having way too much fun. Pressing all the buttons is so satisfying with these things.
I'm scared of breaking mine. I might have to get backups because it's fun to pound them.
Yeah. I don't want to get carried away because I know if
Yeah.
I do it, I'll like bounce it and
Yes.
then it'll like poke my eye out or something.
I highly recommend if you're looking for somewhat inexpensive toy gift for people, get chopsticks for the holiday season for you and your loved ones, because you'll have, I think, hours of fun with these.
Oh my God. Where is our sponsorship? Honestly.
Get the lightsaber. I
And
can't
may
do the.
force be with
I
you.
wish I could do that sound effect.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Well, I have a...
If
We're such
anybody
nerds.
out in the main office at the station is listening, could you turn off the lights, please?
Yes.
We'll see if someone's
please.
listening.
Please.
Wait 8 seconds to see if they're
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
All right, I will be. No, they're just
Mm,
chit chatting
yeah, no.
back there. I'll be right back.
All right. In the meantime... Oh no, one's off. I'm very entertaining by myself. I'm not. Chris, this is so cool. If you can't see this right now, get to YouTube right now. This is so... I'm having way too much fun. This is so
You should
cool.
see what it looks like. Okay, seriously, if you are just listening and you are not driving and you have the availability,
Yeah.
go to YouTube Live and look for the Harper Radio channel. This is so cool. You look like on the screen, the
Yeah.
lights are totally lighting you up. It's lighting up the whole room.
Wait, that looks so cool. Wait. Oh. This is way too much fun.
These things.
Oh. If you just like... Oh my gosh. This is so... Why is this so fun?
I don't know. Seriously, people, everyone needs to go
Yeah.
get lightsaber chopsticks.
Like now. They're going to be sold out on Amazon. Our impact.
Yes, we're going to make these things famous.
Yeah.
I think we need some dancing music. Oh, there it is.
I turned it on before you said that.
Wow. Good timing.
Oh no. Once again, you are listening to the award-winning
WHCM
88.3 FM, broadcasting live from the
From Palatine, Illinois.
I don't know where we are. Harper Radio, Harper College. Yep, that's where we are. You're listening to Streaming Verse with Chris and Nina and our chopstick lightsabers.
Always on every Thursday at 7 p.m. You can catch us on WHCM 88.3 FM, or YouTube Live, the Harper Radio channel. Yes, that I'm forgetting.
Yes. Also, you can catch up on all of, well, most of the episodes of Streaming Verse if you have missed some on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
You can do it.
Seriously, make your day. Get
Yeah.
yourself
No,
some
make your life. Are you kidding me?
lightsaber chopsticks, because these are so awesome.
Chris, thank you for bringing joy back into my life.
You are welcome.
We need them like hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like a chandelier.
Oh, that like icicles for
Yeah.
Christmas, like for the holidays. We need colored icicles for the
Yes.
holidays. Yeah.
I'm a dancer, I swear.
So are we what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was just gonna say this is way too much fun. Hashtag
really
too much
is.
fun.
And it's also cool because at least we know some people are actually watching us, and so this isn't totally wasting everyone's time.
Right. Because we would do this if we weren't recording. That's the funny thing. Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, this has been an excitingly fun episode of Streaming Verse. Thanks to everyone for listening, and be back next week because we will.
Yeah.
Lightsabers in hand.
Oh, obviously. Have a great dinner. Or good. I think I switched it.
Have-
Whatever.
Dinner, good, great.
Have dinner good. Thank you for tuning into Streaming Verse. Have dinner good.
Me, Keith Maurice, I'm back.